In a small town lived an elderly man named Rahman. He was around 70 years old, with a white beard, simple clothes, and a strange sparkle in his eyes. People said Rahman Sahib was once very wealthy. He had a big business, a beautiful house, luxury cars. But 20 years ago, a betrayal wiped everything away. Now, he lived in a small rented room and ran a tiny tea stall. He spent his days serving tea to customers, smiling, chatting with them. But at night, alone in his room, his eyes would sometimes fill with quiet tears. One cold December evening, it was time to close the stall. Rahman counted his earnings for the day, just 150 rupees. On his way home, he saw an old woman sitting on the roadside, crying. Beside her was a little boy burning with fever. The woman kept saying, "I don't have money for medicine. I need just 100 rupees. My child will die." Rahman stopped. He took out his wallet. Those 150 rupees were all he had for tomorrow's tea leaves, milk, and his own medicines. For a moment he hesitated. A thought crossed his mind. If I give this away, what will I eat tomorrow? What about my medicine? But then he looked at the child's burning forehead and the fear in the mother's eyes. Without another thought, Rahman placed all 150 rupees in the woman's hand and said softly, "Take it, daughter. Get medicine for the child. God will take care of the rest." The woman cried and blessed him with all her heart. Rahman smiled and walked away, pockets empty, heart full. That night he reached his room hungry. He opened the fridge, empty. Checked the cupboard, only one stale chapati. He ate it and went to sleep. The next morning, when he went to open his stall, a young man was standing there beside an expensive car. The young man came forward, touched Rahman's feet, and said, "Uncle, last night you gave 150 rupees to my mother and little brother, right?" Rahman nodded. The young man's eyes were wet. He continued, "I've been working in Dubai for 10 years. I had lost contact with my family. Last night my mother called and told me everything about you. I took the first flight back." Then he took out an envelope and placed it in Rahman's hands. "This is for you. My mother said, the man who saved our lives deserves to have his life made better too." Inside the envelope were 5 lakh rupees. Rahman's eyes filled with tears. He couldn't speak. The young man added, "Uncle, there's more. I'm starting a new tea chain business. The first branch will be in your name. You will be my partner. Today, there are tea shops all over the city in Rahman Sahib's name. He still wears the same simple clothes, carries the same smile, and every day helps someone in need. When people ask him, 'Rahman Sahib, why did you give away your last 150 rupees?' He smiles and says, 'Because I knew. When you give in the way of God, you never return empty-handed.' Friends, when you give away even your last bit to help someone, the universe returns it in ways you could never imagine. Never hesitate to help. Kindness always comes back, bigger and more beautiful. If this story touched your heart, like, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs inspiration today. Thank you for watching.